Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of Sports News Flash at 12 with your weekend sports anchor, Miguel Mike Medina. I know it's been 2 weeks, but we're back here again. As you can see, I'm wearing royal blue, white, and red. I'm representing Team Dominican Republic colors. And we're going to start off with the World Baseball Classic. Although it wasn't a pretty night for Dominican Republic, but we got to give much credit to Venezuela. Dominican Republic and Venezuela are two stacked teams, and here are the highlights of that game. Juan Soto got things started when he hit a RBI double that puts DR 1-0. Then the youngster Anthony Santander tied it with a home run to tie the game 1-1 for Venezuela off Sandy Alcantara. DR, they left 2 men on base in the 4th inning. Soto grounded out to second base. David Peralta, he was a surprise in this game. He hit a big 2-run single with bases loaded in the 4th inning to give Venezuela a 3-1 lead. Then in the next inning, he responded with a double to put Venezuela 4-1. He had 3 RBIs in this game. DR, they had chances. They left men on base in the 8th inning on first and second, and in the 9th inning as well. But much credit to Venezuela's pitching for shutting them down. Venezuela will go on to win this game 5-1. This is Venezuela's first win against DR in the World Baseball Classic. DR have a chance to pick up their first win of the tournament on Monday when they play against Nicaragua at 12 p.m. Nicaragua and Puerto Rico faced off each other yesterday. Puerto Rico, they had a 5-run inning in the 5th inning. Francisco Lindor, Javi Baez, and more hitters of the PR squad, they just kept hitting and put the ball in play. None of them hit home runs. Nicaragua's defense were struggling in this game, and DR was able to capitalize on a lot of those mistakes. Puerto Rico wins this contest 9-1. Colombia versus Mexico. What a phenomenal game this was. It is one of the best games of the tournament so far. The 36-year-old veteran, Reynaldo Rodriguez, he drove in 3 runs for Colombia. The best moment and the most exciting moment of the game was when Randy Rosarena hit a big 2-run home run that electrified Chase Field. When he hit the home run, the game was set at 3-3. Everything was fine, but then in the 10th inning, with the game tied at 4-4, Colombia scored a run after shortstop Luis Urias couldn't make a tough play on defense. So Colombia was able to capitalize it, and they go on to win this game 5-4. Great Britain and Team USA faced off last night. Team USA defeated Great Britain 6-2. Trace Thompson, Klay Thompson's brother, had a home run and a double for Great Britain. He had a solid game. Nolan Arenado was the best hitter for Team USA. He went 3 for 5, driving in 2 RBIs. Kyle Schwarber hit a 3-run shot to give Team USA an extra comfortable lead. Korea defeated Czech Republic 7-3. Czech Republic have been an amazing story in terms of how they made it to the tournament. If you watch their short documentary on YouTube, it's called Behind the Flag with Team Czech. It is incredible. Almost all of them have day jobs because Czech Republic, baseball is the least sport that is played in their country. So the fact that they were able to make it to the tournament and compete and make all the sacrifices, that is just remarkable. There are 7 World Baseball Classic games that will be played today on Sunday, so you want to check them out. And now let's go to college basketball. Wow, I mean, the Big East tournament has been fascinating so far. St. John's, I wish St. John's could have made it all the way to the championship game, but they lost to Marquette in the quarterfinals. Cretan defeated Villanova. They're the defending Big East champs. So we will have a new champion this year. Oh, yes, I can't forget. One more thing about the World Baseball Classic. Actually, two things. I feel old. And the reason I say this is because I'm seeing guys that I see guys that were once players that they're now managers. Mike Piazza, managing Team Italy. Russell Martin for Canada. Ian Kinsler for Team Israel. Yadier Molina for Puerto Rico. Mark DeRosa for Team USA. It is unbelievable to see these players, these former players now managers in this competition. But I like saying that because you have some players who have great leadership as a player, and they're able to translate that to coaching and managing. So that's something I needed to bring up, as well as the early termination rule for World Baseball Classic. If a team is leading by 15 runs after 5 innings, that's it, the game is over. If a team is leading by 10 runs after the 7th inning, it's over. So those are interesting rules for the World Baseball Classic that I felt like I needed to share with you guys. But yeah, as in going back to college basketball, the Big East tournament have been fascinating so far. Texas Longhorns, they blew out Kansas Jayhawks to win the Big 12 championship. So congratulations to the Texas Longhorns. Now let's go to hockey. Oh no, again, one more thing for college basketball. The Big Ten title is today. I'm upset that Indiana lost to Penn State because I wanted Purdue against Indiana for the Big Ten championship. But it's going to be Purdue versus Penn State. So Indiana, yeah, I'm disappointed. But yeah, Purdue, Penn State, Big Ten championship game. I'm going with Purdue in this game. Now let's go to hockey. Chuck Fletcher was fired as general manager and president of hockey operations of the Philadelphia Flyers on Friday. His replacement will be Daniel Briere. The 45-year-old new interim general manager, he played 6 of his 17 NHL seasons with the Flyers from 2007 through 2013. Under Fletcher, the Flyers have made the Stanley Cup playoffs just once. Now, what I find this strange and surprising is that why they decided to fire him now and not wait till after the season to fire him. So that's something that's my biggest question out of all of this. Why now and not after the season? So it's a bold move on Philadelphia to make this kind of change this late in the season when they could have done that in the off season. But hopefully Daniel is able to turn this franchise around because Philadelphia Flyers have been struggling for years now. Timo Meyer, I mean, he has been a game changer and he's been on a mission ever since he was acquired by the New Jersey Devils. He has had 13 shots and 11 hits in his first 3 games with the Devils. So I feel that his goals, his assists will increase once he starts building up more the chemistry with his team. Now let's go to the NBA. Oh man, I love this one because listen, if you watch the NBA, you know how the game is today. Players are too buddy to buddy, jersey swapping and things like that. I'm old school. I like to see trash talk. I like to see competitive nature. Guys don't like one another from a healthy standpoint. So, Draymond Green and Dylan Brooks, they give us that. They do. So this past Wednesday, Dylan Brooks, he's made some pretty strong comments about Draymond Green and Golden State, but more about Draymond Green. This is what Brooks had to say. I don't like Draymond at all. I just don't like Golden State. I don't like anything to do with them. Draymond talks a lot, which is true. Gets away with a lot too. That is true. And Draymond Green responded. You know he was gonna respond. He has his podcast on the volume. So this is what he has to say. If you ever wonder why the Memphis Grizzlies are not ready to compete for a championship, look no further than this idiot right here. The dynasty starts after you, not with you, and that's just a fact. So again, this happened on Wednesday, and they faced off one another at Memphis the following night, Thursday night. And listen, I'm all for the smoke. I love the trash talk. Draymond Green, I'm not a fan of Draymond Green. I respect that he plays hard, he works hard, he's a good defender, but he does run his mouth too much. For a guy that is like the fourth or fifth best player on the team, if it's not for Steph and Clay, Draymond would be unrecognizable. And we noticed that 2 seasons ago when Klay Thompson was hurt, Steph was hurt, Golden State was exposed. Draymond Green was exposed. So for a guy that averages a triple single, like Charles Barkley said, he runs his mouth way too much. I started disliking Draymond. A lot of people start out early, but the moment that I started disliking Draymond is when he started saying things such as that he's the best defender ever, which is ludicrous. When the Jordan Poole situation, obviously, even though he had a right to protect himself because Jordan Poole did push them first, but to actually punch your teammate in the face, that's something that's unacceptable. Jordan did that, and Jordan admit his mistake. Other guys have done that as well, but you shouldn't punch a teammate. What made things worse is that it was captured on video. Somebody did this to make Draymond look bad. All right? And there's another situation that made me dislike Draymond as well. Oh yes, the whole him and Kevin Durant situation when during a game against the Clippers, KD demanded the ball and Draymond in the huddle told them that they've won without him. That is completely wrong. It was unacceptable because you begged Kevin Durant to come to Golden State. 2 of the 4 rings that you have was because of Kevin Durant. So I don't like Draymond. I don't like Kevin Durant either. There's a lot of guys that I respect their talent, their work ethic, but I just don't like them as a player. Dylan Brooks and Draymond, it's funny because they're both going at jabbing one another, but they're both agitators for their teams. So, and like I said, every team, you're going to need an agitator. But in terms of Thursday night's game, Grizzlies had no Ja Morant because of the whole stupid gun situation, which I hope he learns from that. I'm forgetting this other player that went down with the Achilles injury. And he's a good role player for Grizzlies, and that's a big loss for them. I'm forgetting his name, but it'll come back to me later. So they had those 2 guys out, but Jaren Jackson Jr., he stepped up to the plate when the team needed it the most. Desmond Bane as well. Dylan Brooks, he finished with 14 points on 6 for 15 shooting and 6 assists. Memphis Grizzlies blew out Golden State, and Golden State have been horrendous on the road this year. Their record on the road is 7-26. That is bad, super bad. But I know this is not gonna be the end of Golden State. I'm still giving them a shot to go far. This year, I can never count that team out. They have championship experience. Memphis, they're young, they're growing up fast, but I don't think that they're ready just yet. I feel that they need to mature a little bit more. They need to learn a little bit more to go all the way. So, but this Golden State and Memphis Grizzlies rivalry, I'm loving it and I'm all for it. Like I said, I don't like the whole buddy to buddy thing. Taking pictures with jerseys, I don't like none of that crap. I'm old school, trash talk, compete, hate each other in a healthy way. All right? So that's what I have to say about that. It's Triple M's Quick Takes. So, Howard University, Howard Bison captured the MEAC championship and will be going to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 1992. Congratulations, HU! The Boston Bruins become the fastest team in NHL history to reach 50 wins after their come-from-behind victory over the Detroit Red Wings. Outfielder Corbin Carroll and the Arizona Diamondbacks agreed to an 8-year, $111 million contract extension. He's only 22 years old, and he's considered a future star for this franchise. So congratulations to Carroll, and I'm looking forward to see more from this kid. Arizona, they have a bright future. They have a couple of young prospects, so in the future, I'm looking forward to seeing them compete in the NL West Division. Thank you for watching another episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Stay tuned for next weekend's content, next week's episode. It's a very interesting month because you have the World Baseball Classic, March Madness. You still have hockey, NBA. It's just an MVP caliber month. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Like I said, there are 7 World Baseball Classic games. There's hockey. There's basketball. The day will be filled with sports, so I can't wait to see all these games. I hope you guys enjoy them as well. Have a great Sunday. Stay safe. Always be blessed and have God in your heart. So I'll see you guys next Sunday.